Fate of the Damned update to Sea of Thieves introduces Soulflame cosmetics to earn weekly for 6 weeks until the end of 9th of December 2020, with the earliest opportunity to earn them all starting on 18th of November 2020. In this video I am going to show you how to earn these cosmetics that are currently available. Each week there are 6 goals per challenge that will unlock for the first 4 weeks. Challenges like these are normally tracked in the event hub, however the Fate of the Damned update has added the events tab to the game, so you can now track them in game instead of having to go to the web browser. I have created a handy calendar shown on screen right now showing exactly when each cosmetic will be available and how to obtain them. I have also added a link to this calendar in the description below. For example, if you only want to unlock the weapons, you do not have to complete every challenge, you only need 16 of 24 goals, and the earliest opportunity to unlock all weapons will be in the 3rd week starting the 11th of November 2020. When you spawn in the tavern, you'll receive notes to talk to Lorena. Upon talking to her, you will complete the Tavern Talk goal. Make sure to buy the Search for Wild Plentiful Shadows of Fate voyage. We will be coming back to this later to complete one of the goals. Place the voyage down and vote for it. Mark the following islands to visit for the Wild Lights of Plenty goal, which involves lighting beacons around the shores of Plenty and the wilds. These can be done in any order. I started at Ancient Spire, so the order shown in the video made sense to me. Kraken's Fall, Crooked Masts, Marauder's Arch, Smugglers Bay, Cannon Cove, Mermaid's Hideaway. While visiting each of the 6 islands with beacons, make sure to get the Flame of the Viper, the purple flame, and Flame of Cursed Bones, the green flame. To get the purple flame die to poison, the easiest method is to stand in front of a snake until you die. Snakes spawn at Kraken's Fall, Crooked Mast, Marauder's Arch and Smuggler's Bay, so make sure to die to a snake at one of these islands. Once dead and at the Ferry of the Damned, take the flame from the Well of Fate by raising the lantern and interacting with it. To start working on the Light 'em Up goal, make sure to light half of your ship's lanterns with this flame colour. To get the green flame, die to a skeleton. Take the flame from the Well of Fate. You should now have completed the goal at Dying Light. Light the remaining lanterns on the ship with your 2nd lantern colour, and after lighting all the lanterns, the Light 'em Up goal will complete. Note that a galleon may require the light in the brig to be coloured. I don't know because I haven't tested this, but sometimes that might be the case. The Wild Lights of Plenty goal involves lighting the 6 beacons in the wilds and shores of Plenty with either the purple or green flame. The beacons are not too difficult to locate, so feel free to skip through these using the timestamps in the description and on screen. If a beacon on an island has the same colour flame as in your lantern, simply extinguish it with a bucket of water in order to light it. At Crooked Mast, park at the northwest rock as close as possible so that you get a simple cannon shot straight up to the platform. This is a tricky one, so have some patience. The beacon and book for a reading festival are located at the top of the island on a wooden platform and is only accessible by use of a cannon. My suggestion would be to bring food that can provide regeneration to help with taking another cannon shot should you miss landing on the platform and take damage. You should now have completed 4 of the 6 goals in the Fate of the Wild Shores challenge, giving you access to the Soulflame Cutlass. Park on the northwest beach and make your way up to the hill to the beacon by the narrow bridge. The beacon on Smugglers Bay is very simple to reach. Park on the east side of the island and walk up the hill towards the middle of the upper part of the island. This beacon can only be reached by use of a cannon. Park perpendicular to the big rock with the beacon in order to have the best chance to reach it. This beacon is not as tricky as the one at Crooked Masts. Park anywhere out of cannon range and walk up almost to the top of the hill on the west side. We will use the Search for Wild, Plentiful Shadows of Fate voyage to complete the goal, A Light in Dark Places. After voting on the voyage, you're instructed to visit Duke at the Lagoon of Whispers. He will ask you to dig up a very special grog chest. He will tell you that the grog chest is located near to his shovel, so find his shovel nearby and dig. Dig up and return the chest to Duke, but first, before you do this, refill your grog and take a swig. After returning a special grog chest, you'll receive an unmarked bilge rat crew map. In my case, it was Kraken Watchtower. Upon reaching the island, you will have to explore around until you find a skeleton with a coloured lantern. There will be a journal giving a bit of backstory to how the skeleton came to be. There will also be a bilge rat crew map, which, when picked up, will spawn Shadows of Fate, requiring a coloured lantern to kill. Don't worry, as the lantern next to the skeleton is all you need to defeat them. A Skull of the Damned will drop when the Shadows of Fate are defeated. The skeleton won't always be in the same location at the island. When I repeated the voyage, the skeleton was closer to where I parked my ship. On to the second island. This island is just like the previous one. Locate the skeleton, take the flame, take the ritual location map, and defeat the Shadows of Fate. You'll receive another Skull of the Damned, and a third map, this time with an X marks the spot. Here I recommend changing to a sword and blunderbuss. Go to the X on the map. There are 2 ritual flame braziers with skeletons guarding them, one of each for the 2 colours previously collected during the voyage. Walk near these braziers and the ghost of Graymarrow will spawn. Damage Graymarrow until defeated. While Graymarrow is alive, he will sometimes summon waves of Shadows of Fate. Use this to your advantage to farm skeletons for the challenge of defeating 200 and 400 Shadows of Fate. Don't worry if you don't have the correct flame colour in your lantern, simply take the colour you need from the ritual flame braziers. This was my 10th Shadows of Fate kill, completing both A Light in Dark Places goal and the entire Fate of the Wild Shores challenge, unlocking the Fated Slayer of Wild Shores title. Upon Graymarrow's death, there will be a ritual skull, which can be used to either initiate the Fort of the Damned or sold for 10 doubloons. By completing the voyage, you will now have earned the Face of Fear face paint. In order to earn the Soulflame Lantern and the title Fated Slayer of Dauntless Fury, you must kill 200 and 400 Shadows of Fate respectively. Even with milking some kills while fighting the Ghost of Graymarrow during the Search for the Wild Plentiful Shadows of Fate voyage, you'll probably only get around 20 kills per voyage, which isn't that efficient to rack up the kills. The best option for this is to take the Ritual Skull from the voyage, along with all 6 coloured Flames of Fate, and activate the Fort of the Damned. There are 13 waves of around 7 Shadows of Fate before the boss Ghost of Graymarrow appears, totaling for just over 90 Shadows of Fate kills, with even more that can spawn during the boss wave, which can lead to over 100 kills before the boss dies. Even solo, the entire Fort of the Damned, including the boss, takes about half an hour to complete. If you don't feel like spending time defeating Ghost of Graymarrow, leave the fort and allow someone else to finish it. During that time, obtain another ritual skull, either by repeating the Search the Wild Plentiful Shadows of Fate voyage to allow for even more Flames of Fate kills, or other methods such as Ashen Chests, Skeleton Ships, or Emergent Captain Riddle Chests. At 200 kills you will earn the Soulflame Lantern. At 400 kills you will earn the Fated Slayer of Dauntless Fury title. Thanks for watching. This video was a test run for my introduction into informative content for Sea of Thieves, so I'll be grateful for any feedback on how to improve these kinds of videos in the comments below.